The Lost City is the brand new film hitting exclusively in theaters today, March 24th, and really March 25th. The film stars Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, Daniel Radcliffe, Divine Joy Randolph, and Brad Pitt. And it tells a story about Loretta, played by Sandra Bullock, who is a romance novelist who's kind of done with making her romance novels. And she gets kidnapped by rich billionaire Abigail Fairfax, played by Daniel Radcliffe, who wants to find one of the lost cities that was written in Sandra Bullock's book. Going after to save her is Alan, who is actually Dash, the character in Sandra Bullock's book, who is a cover model for all of Loretta's books, played by Channing Tatum. And he recruits Jack Trainer, played by Brad Pitt, who also wants to go and save Loretta. At the same time, Beth, one of Loretta's publicist, played by Divine Joy Randolph, is also looking for Loretta. The film is an hour 50 and is PG-13. Welcome back to a brand new movie review here in Max Talks Movies. We're talking about The Lost City. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. That's the best way to support this channel. I do these types of movie reviews, TV show reviews, streaming platform reviews, movie rankings, box office breakdown shows. Subscribe, ring the bell, comment down below. First of all, if you've seen The Lost City, let me know, did you like this film, not like the film, disappointed, pleasantly surprised? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you've not seen the film, let me know, are you gonna check it out this weekend in theaters, or are you gonna wait for it to drop on digital? Like the video, guys, the thumbs up button. Let's talk The Lost City. So I was very actually pleasantly excited for this movie. am a big fan now of the new resurgence of Channing Tatum's career. He took a big long break in films, and I'm so happy that he is back because, again, two of my favorite comedies of all time were 21 and 22 Jump Street, and everything he pops in, I laugh. Even his little cameo in Free Guy was one of my favorite aspects of the movie. And he's just an actor who just oozes, obviously, that charisma. He's obviously a good looking, ripped dude, but he brings off this heart and this comedy, which is I've always been a huge fan of. And Sandra Bullock is an actor who I've, of course, really enjoyed, but I only see her in real serious stuff. Real serious stuff. Like obviously, like The Blind Side. Last year, she was in a film called The Unforgivable. So she's not only in these serious films, but seeing her kind of twisted up in a rom-com that she hasn't really done in really over 25 years was also a nice breath of action. The Brad Pitt stuff, the trailers, everything got me excited. So let's talk about The Lost City. So my positives, my negatives, and my score. My positives is that this is a pleasant, easy to watch rom-com that you'll never be bored really throughout the entire film. It's an easy film to watch with a pretty much a plot you've seen before, but actors who have charisma, have great chemistry together, and really make this movie work. And that is also because of the chemistry between Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. Their chemistry works really well. Now, yes, Channing Tatum is playing, once again, for the most part in this movie, a dumb hot guy again, which is kind of his intro character in Jump Street, but it kind of gets turned around later as it goes. But again, he's a cover model, so he thinks he's all about himself, and you don't really know about his life. And Sandra Bullock's kind of on the downturn. Her husband died, and she just kind of wants to move on and not be on this book tour, and that's when Radcliffe kind of kidnaps her. The two of them have really good chemistry. I do want to say Sandra Bullock is actually really good in this movie. You haven't really seen her in this type of movie, as I said, in such a long time. It's a kind of breath of fresh air for Sandra Bullock. She's just in so much depressing, serious films of the last 20 years. It's nice to see her kind of break free of that and touch this genre. And her and Channing Tatum have great chemistry together. Yes, just as friends, honestly, it's a rom-com for a reason. They're the two actors, you know where that's headed. But the two of them have really great chemistry with each other that really starts the moment they're on screen together. Tatum for me is always funny. He's my favorite part of the movie. He's really one of my favorite aspects of the film. He's really funny. He says a lot of dumb stuff, but it still kind of works as it's Channing Tatum. And his arc actually is my favorite of the entire film. They want to give Sandra Bullock this kind of main arc, and it's not as interesting as this cover model who no one really takes seriously. And I actually really enjoyed his arc in the last 30 minutes of the movie and where they go with his character. I was really satisfied with that. Brad Pitt's in this movie. I'm not going to say for how long. He's in the trailer, so I'm not really spoiling that. He steals every single scene that he is in. He is insanely funny. So happy they got Brad Pitt. His look, his name being Jack Trainer. And some of his action scenes are actually quite good. I was really happy with the usage of Brad Pitt in this movie. You'll know what I mean when you see the movie. I'm just so happy to see him in it. Divine Joy Randolph, who obviously was a breakout in Dolomite Is My Name. She's good. She was the least interesting subplot of the entire film. And then Daniel Radcliffe, who is an actor who really outside Harry Potter for me has just really struggled, in my opinion. I haven't really loved any of his performances really outside of that. And I haven't seen all of his stuff. I know Swiss Army Man is a very widely, critically acclaimed film, but Now You See Me 2 was a movie I was just not that thrilled with. Guns Akimbo was not very good. So he hasn't really making the right choices kind of since Harry Potter. He plays basically the same exact character in Now You See Me 2, a rich guy who wants to get something. He wears suits, he has henchmen. It's kind of like copy and paste the same character. So I don't really want to blame Radcliffe for this movie. He's just the stereotypical villain. He's actually funny in the first couple of scenes. Once the plot actually kicks in, he's trying to chase after Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. That's when he becomes less interesting. His scenes of Sandra Bullock individually were actually quite good. So yes, the cast is really what makes this work, and the on-screen chemistry between Bullock and him. As I said, this movie isn't as funny as I thought I should have been, but I was still laughing for the most part during this film. Nothing belly laughing, nothing super hilarious, but I was enjoying myself. That's what I want in these types of films. These type of films don't need to be the best comedies of the year or the best comedies of all time. I just need an hour and 50 to forget about everything that's going on and just watch and enjoy a film. And that's what I exactly did with The Lost City. Let's get into some of my negatives with the film. And as I said, this film does absolutely nothing new with this genre. You've basically seen every single one of these sort of plot lines in this type of film. It's a rom-com treasure hunt. And while the film, the premise is that, and that's what Radcliffe is after, and that's what Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum want to do, the actual treasure hunting aspect of it and what they're actually going for, you just don't care about it at all. It's kind of brought up when Radcliffe wants to kidnap her, and then you kind of forget that they're even after a treasure until the last 40 minutes of the movie. So the actual treasure and the cleverness, as you said, it really wasn't that clever. But when they try to be clever about what this actual treasure is, I just didn't care at all for what this treasure was about, because I completely forgot about it. I was just thinking of these two characters which want to get off the island. And I completely forgot about the treasure about halfway through the movie. So that's not a great sign. As I said, Radcliffe's a very stereotypical villain you see in these types of films. The Divine Joy Randolph stuff was not funny. And I was ashamed because I really loved her in Dolomite Is My Name. But they keep cutting back to her. She's like Sandra Bullock's publicist who put the tour together, and Sandra Bullock's kind of ruining it. But she's very close to Sandra Bullock, so she wants to save her. But she goes through a lot of stuff, and it's just not funny. And it takes away time from Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. So I like Divine Joy Randolph in a lot of stuff, but this character and her subplot was the least interesting aspect of the entire film. It was kind of like, why are we keep cutting back to this throughout the film? As I said, forget about the treasure hunt. I wish it was a lot funnier, and I guess Channing Tatum wasn't playing. It felt like the same exact character he plays in a lot of films. He's good. He's great. He's my favorite. He's the funniest part of the movie. It just feels like a lot of copy and paste of a lot of these type of actors before. But overall, yes, it is a movie that you have probably seen before. And yes, this is probably a movie that does nothing new to the rom-com adventure type genre. But for me, I had a pleasant, good time in the theater. And that's really all that matters when you're looking at a movie with The Lost City. So I'm going to give The Lost City, which is theaters exclusive in theaters, a 3.5 out of 5. I'm just going to go 70% for The Lost City. Had a good time in the theaters. Nothing great, but I had a really good time watching Channing Tatum getting his resurgence and seeing Sandra Bullock return to the genre. That's my review of The Lost City. Please like the video, subscribe, ring the bell. More videos are coming out, including my Raised by Wolves Season 2 spoiler review will be coming out this weekend. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Starting on Wednesday, my Moon Knight spoiler reviews will be coming out. Monday, my box office breakdown show. And next week, the big movie coming out is Morbius. We'll break that down next week. So please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.